Hi everyone and welcome to another video. So this is going to be a sit down video, which is very different from what I normally do. Issa's asleep, Elisa's having her lunch downstairs. If she needs me I can hear her, so that's fine. But this video was going to be me talking to you about how I lost weight and all that kind of thing. But I asked for questions on Instagram and you guys sent me so many questions, like I don't even know where half of you guys came from, because you just like bombarded my Instagram with so many questions, which I'm not complaining about. Honestly, I love having questions and to answer. So thank you for everybody who posted a question, and I'm gonna get right into them right now. So let's start. So the first question is, how did you get the weight and you lost the weight right now? I'm going to answer that as, how did you get the weight? Basically, when I had Elisa, I was like, I'm breastfeeding, I can eat whatever I want. Boy, was I wrong, because I put on a lot of weight. Let's just say probably around 3.5 stone. I think the biggest amount of weight that I put on was 3.5 stone after I had Issa, which was the heaviest I was and the biggest I was, and honestly I was feeling so bad about it then. I was just like, why am I like this? The next question is, what do you eat in a day and how do you do it? How do you stay motivated? Let's answer that in parts. So the first part is, what do you eat in a day? So every single day is different for me. I don't like to eat the same things over and over again, which I end up doing, but what can you do? I usually I always have a cup of coffee in the morning. Use full fat milk, just however strong I like it. I like it quite strong, so I don't use that much milk, but still, it's still full fat milk, I don't mind. But then I always calculate the calories kind of like really roughly in my head. So that's, I'd say about 30 calories for a cup of coffee with milk. And then throughout the day I will judge when I'm feeling hungry, when I want to eat. I don't just eat for fun, so I eat just to fill a hole. That is how I stay motivated, because I say to myself, you just eating that because you're bored basically. But when you want to lose weight, you have to be very strict on yourself and you have to really want to do it from your heart, because I've tried many diets before and I never ever stuck to one because it didn't work. I'd stick to it for a week max, and then I'd go back to eating whatever I wanted to eat. The reason that I stay motivated, because I know that I want to do it, and it's kind of like a way of life for me now. It's not like a chore to be on a diet all the time. It's just a way of life. And I'm gonna move on to the next ones because a lot of them are very similar. So how did you cut down on junk food? Okay, so cutting down on junk food was very difficult, but every time I wanted to eat junk food, I'd be like, do I really want it? Would I rather have junk food or lose weight? And losing weight always wins in my mind right now, because that's what I want and I really want it. So that is what's gonna happen. Like, the only way that you're gonna lose weight is if you don't eat as many calories as you normally would. So that is how I see it in my mind. I'm just like, the less calories, the less you're gonna weigh. The more calories, the more you're gonna weigh. So that's how I'm like, no junk food. Like, if I want something, if I have a really big craving for something sweet, I'll have like a few chocolate buttons or just something, like a little bit of the kids' food, so I'm not tempted to eat it all. I'm just like, I'll have a little bit of yours and then you can have the rest. So then it's healthy for the kids as well, because they don't end up eating all of it. The next question is, how much weight have you lost since your last video? So since my last video, I actually slid back down into putting on weight. Not putting on weight, I'd say more like staying the same weight that I was after I'd lost 2.5 stone. Since then I have lost 0.5 stone, so now it's 3 stone in total that I've lost altogether. But I kind of went back into eating, like I'd order waffles in the evening, which is a big no-no right now. I would basically just eat cake. I'd just be like, yeah, today's a cheat day, it's fine, and that would be every single day. Because obviously I saw the numbers go up on the scale, I was like, no, this has to stop. So I went back to the way I used to eat when I was losing weight. Does that make sense? So the next question is, please tell us how you lost the weight and tips for us busy mums on the go. So for busy mums, I think that it's easier for you guys. I don't want to sound like, yeah, it's easy for you and not for like non-busy mums. Busy mums are busy. Mums are busy. Okay, but anyway, as I was saying, all about the calories, like all about the calories. What motivated me into eating differently is when I have been to the gym a few times and I spoke to a personal trainer and I've read loads of things online. I basically came to the conclusion, after being told many times online and by a personal trainer and everything, that losing weight is 80 to 90% about what you eat and how much you eat and all of that kind of thing. So you don't need to go to the gym to lose weight at all. Like, I have not been to the gym once. I rarely do any exercise. I literally walk around shops. That's all I do. I clean my house. That is all the exercise that I get. So you don't need to go to the gym to lose weight. Tips for busy mums, I would say if you don't really have time to eat, then that is a good thing. But if you're hungry, if you get hungry in the day, I'd stick to, like, you know, the calorie bars that are under 100 calories or like 130 calories or something like that. Like, if you wanted to eat that in the day, that's a good snack to have because it's got energy in it. It's got, like, normally they have oats and things like that in, so stick to one of those. And then for dinner, have whatever you want for dinner because that's what I do. The next question is, what type of meals did you eat? I will tell you what my day looks like in terms of eating. So I will always have a coffee in the morning. Like, I can't live without coffee. I will have multiple coffees in the day if I need to because I love coffee. I will never have breakfast and lunch. I will only have breakfast or lunch depending on how hungry I am, and I try to keep that meal under 300 calories. So the way I calculate these calories is read the packaging. You can Google it, you can put it in the FitnessPal app. I don't really count the calories on there because I find that's just long and annoying. Just to get an idea, if you wanted to put it in there, you could, to find out how many calories are in things. Normally it's on the packaging, so just go by that, or if you don't know, just Google how many calories is in one small chicken breast, or, you know, just kind of use common sense and kind of look at the packaging and look on Google, and then you will get used to how many calories are in things and you'll know what is best for you to eat and things like that. So back to that point, so breakfast or lunch I'll have under 300 calories. I'll try my best, and then I'll have like a pear or an apple or anything else like that. If I'm feeling peckish, I'll have something like that. I won't go hungry, I will eat something. And then in the evening, I'll have whatever I want to eat. I'll have chicken and chips, I'll have pizza, I'll have anything like that. But I do try to keep it quite healthy, so I try to have a big portion of salad, like tomatoes or whatever, or like a salsa that I've made, or just veggies that you like. Don't put things like, I don't like lettuce, I don't like onions, I don't like anything like that, so I won't put them in the salad because obviously then you know you won't eat it because it's got things that you don't like in it. So only put things in that you do like. So yeah, that is a good tip because a lot of people have salads that they don't like what's in it and they don't eat it because of that. But yes, that is basically how I eat in the day. Next question is, how did you lose weight? Any tips? I am a person on a wheelchair. So being in a wheelchair, I think that you can do this the way that I do it. Stick to a certain amount of calories. So I actually found this really good website, which I will link below. It's got your weight and your height and how many calories you should be eating around to lose weight, to stay the same way, and to, I don't know, I can't remember. It's got some options on there, so you can have a look at that and see how much you should be eating, and then you can kind of stick to that the way that it tells you to. Next question is, how do you manage to stick to the weight loss plan? Every time I try, I give up after a month. Sad face. Because I know that in my heart I want to do this, and it makes me feel happy knowing that I'm seeing the numbers on the scale go down. That is what it sounds so shallow, but that is what makes me happy at the moment, because it is my goal to be a weight that I am happy with. I'm only doing this until I feel happy, and then I will just go back to eating like a little bit more, but not too much more, because I don't want to be putting on weight. Because I know in my heart that I want to do it, I feel like that's why I've stuck to it. In the past I have followed different diet plans and like stupid ones that are just so rubbish, but they just never ever work. Doing this, you can eat whatever you want in small portions. Your dinner time is no different than it normally would be. Obviously you only eat until you're full. You kind of have to make it your way of life, and that way you won't kind of deviate from it. You will just stick to it because that is the way that you eat now. So yeah. The next one is, how did you stay motivated to lose weight? How did you stay away from temptations? I didn't. The way that I've lost weight, it doesn't mean you need to stay away from anything, but it does mean that you need to eat less of it. That's the way that I've done it, and that's the way it's worked for me, so it can work for you too. Next question is, recipes that are quick to make while having a baby to look after. Recipes that are quick. I always find curries are the easiest thing to ever make, so if you want to know how to make a curry, then head over to my channel because I have a few curry recipes that I make all the time, and I will be uploading more in the near future, so keep a lookout on my channel. Next question is, what kept you motivated? Obviously, I've said before, I really want to do it, so that is what is keeping me motivated, and knowing that I can eat whatever I want. Next question is, what types of exercises did you do at the gym? Gym. What's the gym? I hate the gym. My whole family goes to the gym. I hate the gym. They always tell me, you should come to the gym with me. I'm like, no, get lost. I will never ever step foot in the gym ever again. It's just not me. Gym is not me. I don't like gym. Gym, no. You don't need the gym to lose weight, guys. Just eat properly, eat differently, eat less. Next question is, can I also do it? Yes, you can. Guys, you can do whatever you want to do, and honestly, I mean that because I mean that because I never ever thought that I would be able to lose weight how I have, and I'm so happy that I've done it, and I'm so happy that I can actually share it with people because I know that it works. Next question, one thing that was constant throughout your journey. That is an interesting question. I told myself that if I need a cheat day, I will have one, and if I want a waffle one day, then I will have one. But obviously everything in small doses, small amounts, so don't have a waffle every single day. Don't overdo your calories every single day of the week. If you do it once, maybe twice a week, then it's okay, but try and stick to it as much as you can, and it will help you a lot. A lot of the questions are just saying, how did you lose weight, or what did you do? But I've already told you, so I'm just gonna go to the questions that I haven't really answered. The next question is, how long did it take? So I started around April, May time 2019. I lost 2.5 stone in 2 to 3 months. So that is how fast I lost weight. Like, I was going on the scales every few days and I was seeing like pounds drop basically, and using this app, my scales in the bathroom, they come with this app, and this app tells you how much you weigh, and it has like a chart. I can't remember how to do it because I haven't used it since I was happy-ish with my weight. So if you can see, the graph kind of just goes down, like this is where I started and then this is where it's gone to. That really motivated me to carry on losing weight, and I just wanted to see that bar drop all the way down. That is one thing that motivated me a lot, was these scales. I will link them below if you want them, but they really helped me because every time I'd step on the scale I'd be like, yes, I'm eating right, or oh shit, I need to stop eating so much. It would really motivate me to carry on the way that I am. The next one is, how did you curb cravings? Any tips? Yes, actually, don't. Don't curb your cravings. Go for them, because small amounts of anything is fine. Just eat a little bit. Just tell yourself only a little bit, okay? If it helps, get a little ramekin or a little plate, like a kid's little plate. I use the ones that I have my spices in, and I say you're only allowed this much of a certain thing. So have like a little chocolate cake or something in there, have some ice cream in there, put some Nutella on it. Guys, go crazy, but don't overdo it. Just have a little bit and just say that is your treat for today. In the evenings, I will always make myself look forward to a frozen yogurt iced lolly, because that has 74 calories in it, and a cup of tea, so that's like my 100 calorie evening snack. Next one is, I need all the answers. I'm giving you them, guys. I'm giving you them. How did you prevent yourself from procrastinating? I just really want to do it. So I kind of just, it's my focus to do it. One of the main reasons that I started to lose weight is because I was feeling really, really down in myself, and I feel like the only person who can make yourself feel better is yourself. So the only person who's going to change the way you're feeling is you. So you need to kind of just work on yourself, and the only way you're going to lose weight is if you do it. Nobody else is going to come and say, I'm going to take this many pounds off you, because nobody's going to do that. Only you can do that. But I just used to tell myself, come on, what are you doing? You can't be eating that. You need to be eating that, or you can't have that much. You can only have a little bit. So you kind of have to talk to yourself. You have to be your own cheerleader, okay? Next one is, how did you? I can't. Yes, you can. Follow what I'm telling you and then come back to me and say you can't, okay? I dare you. Hi. How did you do it and control cravings? Tell yourself not to be greedy. Tell yourself, be harsh on yourself if you have to. Control cravings, have your cravings, just don't have too much of it. How you managed with children. So I manage with children because they actually help me, because I want to feed them a little bit healthier. So I try to kind of have smoothies with them in the daytime. If they haven't had many fruits and veg that day, I'll have smoothies with spinach and all that kind of thing in there. And then sometimes if my husband's working certain shifts, I will have dinner with them, and that makes me eat less. For some reason, I don't know why, I feel like I just have like a smaller portion when it's just me and the kids. Use it to your advantage, guys. Have what the kids are having, but have less of what they're having, like the naughty things. And also just tell yourself that you can do it. Your kids have nothing to do with this. It's all about you. Everything is about you. You're the only person that can do this, so just do it. How did you stay motivated? I hit a bit of a plateau. Look at the scales, guys, because when you look at the scales and see those numbers falling or rising, then that will motivate you in ways that you never knew how. What am I on about? But basically, the main motivation was looking at the scales and knowing that I wanted to achieve more than what was on there. Next question is, how do you maintain it? I was at the point where I was maintaining it because I wanted to eat what I wanted to eat. I would have a cake every time I went to M&S. I would snack on anything. I would eat breakfast and then I'd have a little cheeky lunch and then some dinner. But when I saw the numbers on the scale, I know this sounds so repetitive and boring, but when I saw the numbers on the scale, that is what motivated me, because I was at a certain number and then it went a bit higher. I was like, no, this is not happening. Back down we go. So right now I am back onto eating healthy. Not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. I don't think it's healthy anyway, but I'm back to eating less calories than I normally would. Next question is, how did you actually lose the weight and which methods are best to target stomach fat? I'm not sure about that. I'm really sorry. I'm losing weight on my stomach. Not as much as I want to, but I am getting there. But it is very slow. Stomach fat is always the last fat to go, isn't it? It's always going to be there. It's always going to be annoying. Just gotta carry on with it until you are ready. If you want to like target parts of your body, that is when you need to go to the gym or do certain workouts. Go on YouTube and click in flat stomach workout or whatever. And then is when you will target parts of your body and lose more weight in those areas. The next question is, how much did you weigh then and now? So this is the question that I was like, oh my god, should I actually answer this question? But I think I will, because why not? Right now I weigh 10 stone and 2 ounces? I don't even know. 10.2, which is the lowest I've been since forever, as long as I can remember, so that is really good. When I was at my highest weight, I weighed 13.6 stone, which is crazy. I am a tiny person. I am 4'11" and I weighed that much. That is how much I weighed. Didn't know whether I should tell you, but I did now, so now you know. After 2 kids, I've become massive, no motivation and full of excuses. How did you start? I started when I used to look in the mirror and be like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the way I look. I'm not happy with how I shop online. I look at clothes forget online, anywhere. I'm not happy with anything about myself. Like, I feel disgusting. I hate the way I look in pictures. I stopped doing YouTube videos for so long because I just hated the way I looked. I have 0 pictures of, I say 0, but I have a few pictures of me and Elisa when she was a baby. Like, until like recently, I just hated having my picture taken, and I just feel like I've lost out on like pictures of my kids in their baby years because of how big I got and how I felt about myself, and I had so many confidence issues, and honestly I just wanted to get back to feeling like myself after having babies, and it feels like I have become more me. Any good tips? Okay, so this is a very vague question, but I will answer it anyway because I do have some tips that I would like to share, and one of those is have something to look forward to. Don't limit yourself to just eating nothing all day. Don't forget to eat because it will affect your mood, okay? I know this from experience because when I first started, I was like, I'm not eating anything because, you know, if I eat anything then I'm just gonna feel good. But I noticed that when I did eat, I had a better mood and I had a better day. I felt better because obviously my stomach was full, and you know, you just need to kind of look after yourself. Feed yourself if you're feeling hungry. If you're a little bit peckish, have some fruit, have a glass of water, drink water. That is a big tip, because water fills the gap in your belly, because that is, you know, you need water. So drink a lot of water. I don't drink enough water myself, I'm not even gonna lie, but you should drink water as much as you can. That is a very good tip because it makes you feel less full as well, less hungry even. And don't limit yourself to healthy foods. Just eat whatever you want. When you're feeling better about your weight, then you will want to improve like what you put in your body, because now I'm thinking about things like my hair falls out, so I'm just like, what can I do to correct that? What kind of food can I eat? So I'm eating more like spinach. I don't know if that helps, but I'm eating more spinach, I'm eating more vegetables, I'm trying to drink more water, but it's not easy, okay? But those are some of my tips. Next question is, how often was your cheat day? I never really set a cheat day. I only had a cheat day if I was, say, going out for a meal with my family, or if I went to my family's house. It's all about you, family. You're making me fat. If I went to one of my family's house, then I would have like whatever they're having, cake, or if I went to see my nan, I'd take her some cake and I'd be like, yeah, I'm having one. But I never really set a cheat day. I just, whenever I felt like I needed something, I would have something. Next question is, what diet did you follow? I didn't follow a diet, I just had low calories. Next question is, I'm a vegetarian. Can you help me with the diet chart for losing weight? I can't help with that because I don't know like anything about diet charts. But just eat less calories. Next question is, how did you lose your stomach weight and how much did you weigh? 13.5 stones, I've already said, okay? But my stomach weight, it's still there, okay? It's still there. It's obviously gone down a lot, but it's still there. I still have that pouch from when you have a baby, but it's still there. There's like it's not perfect yet. You want a flat stomach, you just need to do what I've told you to do, and then one day it will happen. Next question is, how did you find the time to balance being a mom and dieting? I don't really see that as anything to do with each other, to be honest. I don't mean to be rude, but I feel like being on a diet and looking after kids is completely separate. Yes, I'm upstairs. I feel like if you follow a diet plan, it's not a diet plan, it's a way of life, so you have to kind of incorporate that into the way that you feed your kids. So you just say for breakfast, you make them breakfast, you make yourself a coffee, if you're really hungry, you make yourself a little breakfast. Another tip is, don't eat until you are really hungry, okay? Just don't eat until you're really hungry. Put it off as long as you can, eat as late as you can in the afternoon, and then that way you'll feel full for longer. If you're hungry in the morning, maybe peckish, have an apple, but if you're hungry, then obviously have breakfast. Next question is, go gym pretty much 6 times a week, but my food is slacking. Any tips? Just stick to low calories and you will be amazing. You will have the best body in the world. So I've got a lot of questions about how to tone up parts of your body, how to focus on parts of your body. I don't know any of that. I'm really sorry. I can't answer those questions, but just do what I said and maybe like check out a YouTube video or go to the gym and target those parts of the body. Get a personal trainer maybe if you're pushing, if you really wanna. So the next question is tips on maintaining weight loss once you lose weight. Again, I will bring up the scales because I feel like that makes a massive difference when you see numbers, and obviously if you see the number rising then you're gonna wanna stop eating so much, and if you see the number falling then good for you, or just like, you know, change the amount that you eat to how you're happy. The next question is, how were you able to motivate yourself? Was it hard to? At the beginning it was quite hard to say no to things, so I kind of gradually started. I used to eat like a little bit more, and I just, honestly, you just can't limit yourself to what you eat because otherwise you're just gonna lose interest in doing it. You're just gonna be like, I can't be happy with just eating vegetables and, you know, fruit and stuff for the rest of my life. So don't limit yourself in what you eat. Start slowly, eat less, and, you know, kind of just ease yourself into it, if you know what I mean. I don't know how to explain it properly, I'm so sorry, but all I'm saying is I used to eat fish and chips. I used to have a cake in the same day. Then the next few days I'd be like, I'm not gonna have the fish and chips, I'll just have the cake, or just have the fish and chips, not the cake. So kind of balance out your days and have like good days, bad days, medium days, but mainly good days where you have less calories than more. So does that make sense? I don't even know if I'm making sense. I just feel like I'm saying calories and scales and calories and calories and calories, but it's all about the calories, okay? All about the calories. Next question is, how did you feel about your weight from before and now? PS, I love your videos. I love you. I love everybody who watches my videos. You guys, you all make me so happy with all of your lovely comments, and I would love to reply to every single one of them, but I just don't get around to it. I'm so sorry. I'm so busy all the time and it stresses me out that I can't reply to them. But anyway, that's not about this, okay? So before, when I was bigger and weighed the most, I just felt depressed. Like, that was the peak of my depressed stage in life, and it just made me feel so bad. I used to look at myself and be like, oh my gosh, what is this, like, what have I become? I didn't recognize myself at all. I would be like, what are you? I was not used to seeing myself like that because my whole life I've just been a normal weight. Back in the day I used to think, oh my god, I'm so fat, ew, ew, ew. But then when I actually gained weight, I was like, oh my gosh, this is real. This is like, I'm getting older, I'm putting weight on. I need to like do something about it, because you can't just live the rest of your life being depressed about how you feel about your weight or how you look. You just need to do things to improve yourself. But that's how I felt about it before, and now I honestly feel 1,000 times better. I feel like my depression has gone a lot better than it was, a lot better, and I just feel so much more confident and so much nicer. Like, I don't know, I feel like this sounds really shallow, but I feel like I've done this partly for my kids as well, because I don't want them to be like, ah, look, she's got the big mom, like she can't run around with her kids and all that kind of thing. And I kind of didn't want to be that kind of mom to my kids, so I kind of was like, you know what, Saf, listen, you need to fix up. So I did, and is it weird to say that I'm proud of myself? I am proud of myself though, that I actually have achieved what I have achieved in this much time. Like, in less than a year I have lost 3 stone, and I feel so much better about myself. The next question is, what do you think really helped on your weight loss? Sample foods to avoid, daily intake, etc. The main thing that I can say don't have is full sugar fizzy drinks, because you don't realize how many calories are in there, how much sugar's in there. Those sugars turn to fats. I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about, but I just have heard this. But avoid those kind of fizzy drinks. If you want fizzy drinks, I love fizzy drinks. I can't live without fizzy drinks, so I always have to have Pepsi Max Cherry or Pepsi Max or something like that, and that will do me because I love a fizzy drink. But definitely one of my main tips is avoid full fat, full sugar fizzy drinks like Coca-Cola. switch it for Diet Coke or Pepsi Max or something else, but don't drink that. But other foods, go ahead, eat everything you want to eat. Next question is, was you on a weight loss plan like Slimming World, and did you just eat healthier? Neither. I didn't eat healthier and I wasn't on a diet plan. Okay, I need to finish this up because Issa woke up. It wouldn't be one of my videos without this little man needing me, so here he is. He just woke up from a nap. I have a few more questions that I want to answer. Hopefully he'll be okay. Ways to lose weight if you have anemia. Just be careful of what you eat. Just take like supplements, maybe like vitamins. Don't go by what I'm saying, please. If you have any like health issues, please talk to your doctor before you kind of start doing this. And the last question that I'm going to answer, because I don't know how long this boy is going to be okay for. What vitamins to take if you're planning on dieting and not eating certain foods? To be honest, I don't stay away from certain foods. I eat everything. I eat bread, I eat pasta, I eat chicken, I eat anything that you can name, I will eat it. If you're worried about your vitamins, then maybe get a blood test. I take iron tablets, I take vitamin C tablets, I also take zinc and vitamin C because of your immune system. That's why I take zinc and vitamin C. But anyway, that is all of the questions that I'm going to answer today. A lot of them are very similar, so I'm sorry if I didn't get around to answering your question, but I hope this helped you. I hope I have inspired you to start on a new journey. Honestly, it will make you feel so good once you start seeing the results. Get the scales, okay? Get the scales. I will link it down below, and honestly, they are the best thing you can do for yourself because they will keep you motivated. If you're anything like me, that is how you lose weight without going to the gym. This is how you lose weight without stopping any bad foods or anything like that. But thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Say bye. Good.